Well, good morning to my very, very, very early inky world. It's so it's so early I can't even open my eyes. But I'm putting the last pieces together for the auction, which will hopefully start tomorrow. I will put up some pieces onto eBay tonight, which will be lovely. I'm hoping to start it all. And the reason that I'm starting it now is that actually next week is my birthday, so I'm trying to finish all these up so that in the next kind of, I guess it would be like a 5-day auction. I haven't really looked into it too much, but I'm trying to do like maybe a 3-day, maybe a 5-day. I think what I tried to do last time is I tried to do it in 3 days, and then I think a lot of people kind of got upset that they hadn't actually, because of their busy life, they hadn't got around to seeing the auction was actually on, and so that kind of, by the time they'd seen it, it was gone. So maybe I'll do a 5-day just to kind of give people time. It'll also give it a bit of time for all of you to share it with your friends. Oh dear. I'm hoping this is going to be successful. I'm hoping that this is going to be a little bit of a top up for the pot. One, to help put my roof together, which is the problem at the moment in my house. Can't be an artist with a rainy roof. It doesn't work. All the paint runs all over the place. So I'm just putting the final touches to this lovely, delightful portrait of me and Mr. Miro, which I think is really cute. And it is an A5. I know that people don't want things too big. They've got little walls, apparently. Maybe they've got little houses. Maybe they're all my fans are like Smurfs or something. Maybe they're all like little people in little houses. So the A5 will be perfect for you. Yeah, so it's looking rather lovely. I'm really, really pleased with it. And I have this lovely little kind of seal of approval there. So that's that one that will be going up tomorrow. If all goes well with my admin is not as good as it used to be. And this one is the finishing touches to this one. I'll have to move my cup of tea. A nice cup of English tea in the morning is always nice to kind of wake the brain up. Oh, lovely. So let's do this in 2 pieces. Cat, this is the first ever signed Cat book. Although I sold quite a lot of them, I never signed one. I don't quite know what happened there, but a lot of people asked. I know that there was a time when lots of people were asking for sign this, sign that, and I couldn't work out a way to get it to you. Do I do it like on a kind of, give you my email address and you write to me, or do I do it through Etsy? Do I do it through eBay? Do I do it through... And I was more kind of confused about it than anything. And I think that's probably where it all kind of went a little bit funny. I think it went a little bit funny, but the simple fact that I didn't really know how to deal with all the sudden interest in my work. Which, of course, as every artist knows, you're never quite expecting it, you know. When all of a sudden you've got hundreds of people that are interested in you, it's kind of odd. It's very, yeah, odd. You know, you can kind of go for years and you're drawing, and it's a rather quiet and kind of peaceful life, and then all of a sudden you've got all this interest, and there's lots of people that want bits of your work, and signed things and stuff like that. So it was really, I mean, there wasn't very many signed anythings, for the simple reason I didn't really know how to deal with it. Simple as that. At the time I was using Etsy. I still am using Etsy. Oh, that seems to have bled through the whole book, has it? And I just kind of felt that they were a little bit like vultures, really. They just kind of took everything. You know. Oh, you want to sell on Etsy? Thank you, we'll take that. Oh, what, there's money coming in. Oh, we'll take some of that as well. And, you know, people would kind of say, well, why is a cup like £500? And I'd say, well, you know, I only put it up for £5, but then once Etsy's put all their fees on it and everything else, then it becomes £500. So it wasn't really my doing, but it was great while it lasted, as they say. Great while it lasted. So that's kind of this backstory on that. So this time round, I'm going to do it on eBay. I did a couple of sales last year on eBay, and that worked out really quite well. And I felt also, I guess you guys felt it as well, it was a little bit more fair, because if you really wanted something and there was only one of them, then you could bid for it, you know. And so that kind of worked out fair in that sense. A little pink nose. So this is the cat one, and it is the only one. It is the it's the only cat book. Where's that piece of paper gone? First ever. Oh, there you go. So it is special. I mean, it is really quite a treasured thing. I really do think that it's something very, very, very beautiful. That you have the first of something, you know. And the cat was such a beautiful book. It was such an important time for me, anyway. I'm going to try and get some more of that green that I'm going to try and edge it with some green. And it's also nice to kind of get these kind of I'd seen in a lot of the art, you know, when you buy a piece of art, it says, does it have any authentication with it? And they pull out this piece of paper saying, well, this was signed B, and this is authenticated B. So I thought, yeah, that'd be cool to get in a bit of that, you know, that, you know, in like 100 years time, you go into like, that kind of auction that travels around England, whatever it's called, which run out of my brain at the moment. But you could go to that and you could kind of say, well, is there any authentication that this is drawn by the great Kieron? And you could say, yeah, mate, actually, I've got a letter that he he drew and painted on to say, I did this. I thought that was so cool to be able to rock up and go, yeah, Kieron wrote me a letter. So yeah, I've got the painting and the letter. And I thought, oh, that'd be, oh man, I would love that if, you know, like Ronald Searle or somebody did that for me. Like, yeah, Kieron, thanks very much. And I think that's part of the magic of it, you know, being an artist and not really seeing that side of kind of fame and people following them and fans and stuff like that. It's very difficult for somebody to understand. But if you have been a fan, if you have been one of those, if you have been one of those people that have followed people and have been obsessed with people's work and stuff like that, then I can kind of see how beautiful it would be to have a lovely green letter saying, this is the first ever. And then you having the book to back it up. I thought, well, that's beautiful. I love that. So, so that's what I've decided to do. And you will have this letter with some blobs of green paint on it with a big official stamp on it. It's got little rosy cheeks on this one, and you'll be able to show it to all your mates in 100 years' time, or take it to the bank and say, you know, I mean, wouldn't it be amazing if kind of like back in the days of somebody like Rembrandt or something like that, that you could kind of say, well, I've got a painting by this guy called Rembrandt and a letter. Is it worth anything? And them saying, oh my God. You know, I'm not saying I'm the same as Rembrandt. Don't you start. But, you know, I get excited by other artists. I get excited by great people. I think I was explaining about when I met Andy Irvine, the singer, and how lovely he was. And I was thinking, oh my God, I'm going to meet this really big famous person. And he we sat at a table and we talked and he signed. And I thought, oh my God, he's human. This big famous person is human. And I don't know, it really meant a lot to me that somebody like that would take 5 minutes to talk to me. So, that is what today is all about. I will be putting some of these up. I'll probably do these first two to kind of get into how does eBay work. But I'm trying to do them all in a big batch so that from now until 5 days' time, it'll be mostly done. So I'll try and get them all up there and for you. And my birthday is on the 8th, so I'm thinking if I can do it now, by the time the 8th comes, it'll all be done. And then I can go and have a giant big banana milkshake and a piece of cake and share it with Mr. Miro. So I hope this is a lovely little video. I hope you will see there's the final one of that. I think it looks really quite lovely when you open the book, and it's no other book will have that. None. Every other Cat book will just be a white page. So this is the only one in the whole of the world that will have that illustration, or any illustration, or any signature in. This will be the first ever. And it will come along with a lovely letter that looks something, well, I can't do that, but you know, you can see what it is. Can't do that because it's still wet. And I'll also put up today, I will put up a rather delightful little portrait of me and Mr. Miro, which is only a little A5, with a lovely letter to go along with it. So keep your eye on eBay, because it will all start tonight at some point. And get bidding. There's 30,000 of you out there that are watching me every month. So I need your support. I need your excitement. I need your love and passion to drive this channel to the next level. I need it. And I'm sure we will do it. So I love you all. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy your art. Love your art. But don't forget to get on eBay later on. I'm horrible, aren't I? Right. So have a beautiful day. And I'll see you back here for some more drawings very, 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 very soon. Have a good day. Bye-bye. eBay. Don't forget eBay. Don't forget eBay. eBay. Yeah.